Welcome everybody. The gang is all here to do a review for Alienoid, the 2022 Korean film. We have me, myself, Terrell, DJ Sue here, Chris, to try to explain to you what we just saw and give you the best possible review for this movie, the best quality review. So this movie is directed by Dong-hoon Choi and written by the same person as well. Brief description. The door of time opens between the swordsman who wants to seize legendary divine sword at the end of the dynasty and those who chase after an alien prisoner in prison and the human body in 2022. That's a terrible description of this movie because that is not how I would describe it. Before we kind of get into a little bit more of this, let me kind of, what were your initial thoughts? I'm gonna start with you. All right, so what you think?
Oh my god, where do I begin with this? All right. For anyone that watches movies, and I mean like seriously watches movies, let's see what happened. Somebody in Souls decided, I'm gonna take a 1980s movie called The Hidden. I'm gonna take Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I'm gonna take a little bit of what Hollywood's VFX people are doing with their superheroes and science fiction stuff. And I'm going to have all of this blended together, and we're going to take a nice little trip over to South Korea and make with that what you will of what's going to happen. But no, from the positives, the VFX in this movie, very nice. Very solid, solid work. I felt that this movie had at least 5 different plots going on. At the very least 5. And it's hard to, it was kind of hard to like keep up with what's going on because there's, keyword time travel, right? There's quite a bit of that going on between the characters doing it in the movie and the movie doing it for itself.
No explanation whatsoever as to when we're leaving the timeline that we're in.
Yes,
I'm like, oh, okay, this is okay. You get no explanation until like late in the movie as to what actually is going on. Kind of like the first season of The Witcher.
Oh, at least I would say at least a good hour and 45 minutes. Then out of nowhere, I was like, "Oh, okay, now I see what's going on."
all that setup.
Oh my god! But at the end of when it's all said and done, it was pretty to look at.
I agree with you.
That's really all I got.
Chris.
No, I think he summed it up perfectly. I agree. I'm glad I'm not the only one that was thinking that. I'm watching it halfway through. I'm like, yo, it's like 3-4 different movies going on at the same time. It's futuristic, and I even like you said, like with the mixes, it was like Guyver and Tokyo Ghoul with the tentacles, and it was like a bunch of stuff just mashed together. But visually very appealing. I love the fight scenes. I'm mad that the I guess the villain, the red and white guy, robot thing.
Yeah, it was another robot.
Like the way he got punished and just kept going. It was like certain elements I felt like just kept going. Like there's no stop, there's no pause, there's no my girl with the gun, like it was like 1,000 bullets in that gun. I'm like, yo, when is she gonna run out of ammo?
I was just about to ask that question too. I'm like, so does she not run out of ammo? I could have sworn she was running around with at least 2 or 3 clips. She should have been done.
It was so it's just like
infinite ammo was on for real.
The Resident Evil
cheat codes, exactly.
Cheat codes, bro.
So it was just like some of that was going on, but overall I thought very very visually appealing. It had its I don't even know what word to use, but I guess it's highs, its moments. Exactly.
I feel like we could explain Kingdom Hearts' plot line better than we can explain this movie. I feel like after we're introduced to you know, the robot, which I feel like is Skeets for Booster Gold.
No, I thought the same thing. I was like, yo, Skeets.
That's what I was thinking the whole movie. Like, yo, this is Skeets, yo. Like, this is. So it's like I said, it's so many different elements. I was thinking Booster Gold and the time travel thing mixed with Terminator, mixed with Resident Evil, mixed with like it's Crouching Tiger. There were there were moments in this movie I'm like, all right, so do people in these different timelines just have powers and abilities, or just like certain people, or what? Like they come into it, explain that these aliens that for whatever reason they decided to imprison inside of human bodies. Yeah, because that's always the smart move, right? Like
that's where I said they picked this movie's plot from The Hidden. Yo, if you've ever seen The Hidden, it's the same movie.
They've been tasked with making sure that they don't escape, but guess what? They're escaping, right? Like, and it's their job to stop it, and then again put them in another prison because they don't have a surefire means to destroy them. But they supposedly die with the host. That was their plan. Like they're planning the humans, and the only way to kill them is if they organically die with the host. That didn't work out apparently. But yeah,
they did not think that through.
It's a light sway. So let's jump to like I guess what we can explain, right? Like so, alien future robot movie. Like you said, we were talking about the effects. Visually, they got a lot of the effects on point. I feel like they did a really, really good job there. A lot of the CGI stuff has some weight to it. The robots, the ships, the aliens, everything looked pretty solid from what I can say. You guys have any issues with that whatsoever? Okay, here we go.
Is it wrong for me to say that the main protagonist's robot form was a better looking robot than Ironheart? I'm just saying, it was a better looking Iron Man than what we saw in Black Panther. This came out of South Korea with a much smaller budget. I'm just saying. Yeah. I am just saying.
What you think the budget was? It was like 10 mil, 100 mil?
I'm pretty sure it was just a quarter of whatever they spent on Black Panther.
Oh man!
And I saw a better looking Iron Man out of South Korea than I've seen in quite some time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they were very on point.
Do you have any opinions on that? On those visuals?
I thought they were great. Like and that was the one thing, because it's always like, they hype these movies and then it's a lot of CGI and then it's not always great. So I thought that they did a very good job. It was clean. It was the portable screens and the planets all on the purple screen. Like everything was very clean, I thought. And I loved the fight. Like the fight scenes captured me and grabbed me. When they was in the elevator getting busy, like I was like, oh, all right, okay. Yeah. I can't find fault with anything they did there. Like I thought they did that very well.
Well, like you said, this is like 5 different movies, right? So we get like 5 different types of fight scenes. We get Crouching Tiger. We get a little bit of DBZ action with the androids fighting each other. It goes from anime to kung fu. I don't even know where it lost me. I'm like, all right, where are we at right now? Like, what time period are we in? The future? Are we in the past? Like, it kind of jumps around to a lot of different points. But needless to say, like all of those different fights and the visuals for those were pretty interesting. Which one would you say was your favorite? I guess the one where he's getting like nailed into the wall.
Oh yeah, that one was fire too. Damn, I forgot. That one was fire too. I don't know. I liked the elevator fight, and what was the other one? Yeah, I guess the one where he got stabbed in the yeah.
All right,
you got something else
without giving too much away.
Right.
I was gonna say without giving anything away. The Last Stand at the House.
Okay.
The Last Stand at the House. I thought that was pretty dope. And of course, the other one. Best way to sum it up: anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a specific part in the movie where it just goes straight anime, and when I saw it, I said, you know what? I'm not even going to question this. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it. Because there were two characters that were introduced. I wanted to see more of them than anybody else in the rest of this movie.
Yeah, I was confused as about the rules of the movie at that point. I'm like, all right, so does everybody have these abilities or just or just these two? Okay.
It was like select your fighter. That's what it was.
I'm thinking Naruto ninjutsu at that point.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. Like, what is the rules of this movie at this point? Like, can anybody just do anything or what?
And the other thing too that got me was the blade. Everyone was at. It was like a multi-purpose. It was like, yo, that joint does 5 different things. Yeah, like I thought it was just a weapon. Like y'all gonna fight, but it was a bunch of. It did everything. Like it does everything. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that crystal blade or whatever became the flux capacitor of the story.
Divine blade. Divine blade. It was the crystal skull of this movie.
No. Yeah, it's a little bit of that.
The way that they summed all this stuff, I was like, bro, you would think this was the crystal skull.
This is Korea's answer to the MCU. We got a little bit of Ultron. We got a little bit of. They got a long way to go.
Let me tell you something. If it really was South Korea's answer to the MCU, I said, you know what? At this point in the game, all cards on the table.
Not?
Go.
Why not?
Go for it.
At least they trying, right?
Like, you came out swinging.
Better than what DC's doing, right?
You told 5 different movies in less than 2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. And I was going to say, especially because MCU is like multiversing now. Like everyone seems to be multiversing, so it works.
You start off your first MCU film with a multiverse.
Like
you bold.
So do you think the movie kind of takes itself a little too serious? Like, because I feel like at some parts it's like, all right, they're trying to be serious and explain this part, then it gets real goofy.
Like, I don't know, bro. It's hard to say.
It's hard to tell with the pacing.
Yeah, like I feel like maybe it could have been, but then I feel like at the same time, the directors or whoever the writer did, like he probably did a lot of that on purpose. Like, we'll put this here, we'll make this go this.
Right.
Like, yeah. So, but I thought overall for what it was, man, they did a hell of a job. Like you say, it's telling multiple stories in one go in 2 hours. Like, I can't, hey.
It's like, imagine if Pulp Fiction was 8 stories in less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's at least Pulp Fiction took time to explain what was going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The difference is Pulp Fiction would be 8 stories with half the dialogue.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think the trailer for this does your expectations justice
at all. What I saw the trailer. What I thought was gonna happen, what I thought I was getting wasn't quite that.
When is that movie with the kid gets the like the robot suit or whatever? Like Star Kid. That's the movie I think about.
I don't know.
You never seen? Okay, yeah.
No, let me tell you something about this movie's trailer. When you watch the trailer for the first time, you thinking that you're just gonna go in for something that's gonna be a cool 90-minute, hour 30, or hour at most hour 40. This thing goes for 2 hours and 20 plus.
220 of pure confusion.
Great confusion but it's the most beautiful,
like beautiful. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what it is? You know what it is? For anyone who saw this game, this is back. God, I'm about to go back a few years. Y'all remember when Death Stranding was first revealed to the world?
Yeah.
That trailer dropped.
Yeah.
Everybody lost their mind seeing it, and then that meme came out of a person getting fed. It says like Hideo Kojima, whatever the fuck that was, and the person eating it. That's what this was.
Yeah, this Kojima definitely could have had a hand in this movie for sure.
Oh, please tell me the director is best friends with him. I really want to know.
I'm sure we'll see him in Death Stranding 2 delivering boxes. That's where this movie's going, man.
Either that or they delivering unlimited ammo. Because again, how are you? I'm sorry. That's what got me. How is it that a character is able to hold on to either one or two guns and just have infinite ammo?
I'm assuming like she's been there for what she was there. She was able to make ammo at some point.
I wish we could have seen something like that. Can I?
Yeah, like right. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know.
Look, it's future tech. I don't know, man. Like it's the.
But in the past,
yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't just me. Like I was feeling like I was like, yo, is it just me? Am I tripping? Or
no,
has she been shooting for the entire duration of it? Okay.
You were not tripping. I'm not even going to try to go. I mean, the acting was solid, I guess. I'm not going to go through like the actors in the movie because I can't pronounce any of these names. No, respectfully, I'm not going to try to butcher any of that. But everybody that was in it, I think, did a really good job. And like I said, like from the moments that the movie was trying to be serious and have like emotional beats, and then hit you with the comedy out of nowhere, like the one scene with the antidote. Was hilarious.
Yeah.
Mixed in with a Mission Impossible reference.
Oh my goodness. There's something, like I said, there's something in the movie that they just kind of didn't explain to me that kind of bothered me, was like the abilities of some of the people. Like they just naturally had the ability to
just fly
do kind of whatever. Yeah, there was no explanation of that. I mean, we know like there was like the alien prisons in the body, but they didn't give them like abilities and stuff like that. Because if that was the case, then what I thought they were gonna do with the main character never happened because of her mom and yada yada yada. So that did not flourish the way I thought it was going to. So
it'll probably be explained in part 2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, all we can really say is if you see this movie Alienoid, and its original, I can't even pronounce that title. Its original title, like Eric said, is 2 hours and 22 minutes. You probably will be checking your watch a lot. I'm not even gonna.
You will.
It's just not the end of this movie.
Let me tell you something. There was a part in this movie where I was like, "Yo, this got to be like the end of the movie."
Yeah, it was like an hour in.
There's a part in this movie where you're gonna feel like this is the end of the movie.
Oh,
like,
all right, it's fine.
We've reached the third act, and I'm like, wait, what? We still got another hour 20 to go.
Yo,
how much plot armor is there?
Well,
how long did it take you to write this?
Right.
It's easy. They easily could have cut like 20 or 30 minutes out of this movie.
They could have.
Easily. Like you said, this should have been like a 90-minute. It didn't need to be as long as it was. I mean, I see where they're going to go potentially going forward in the future, but
yeah. Especially when you look at the trailer, like the trailer gives no indication that this is going to be like a 2 hour plus long movie.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up. What are we grading this? What are our feelings?
Oh God.
Alienoid 2022.
It's getting an 8 on the VFX, that's for sure.
Getting the 8, so just eight whole carrots on the
right.
But it's overall.
Overall, I would. Overall, I give it a solid 7 overall.
7.
I was just about to say a 7.
Yeah.
All right, I think we could all agree to that. Yeah. We all had fun. What you get paid for, that's a different story. In regards to the theater. If you were Korea,
I would say my score would probably go up or it might go down. I need a second watch of the movie. I gotta watch this movie again.
That's real. That's
okay.
Real.
I'm gonna keep it straight honest with you. I gotta watch it again.
Well, there you go, right there, people. We need a second watch, and we're giving it a 7. If you see Alienoid come out, get a chance to check it out. You'll be probably as confused as we are.
I was gonna say, if you're looking for 2 hours of beautiful confusion, that's your go-to.
Looking for a movie to fold laundry to, this is your movie. This is your movie right here.
You need something to study Hangul, just put this on in the background.
Right. Yeah, see if you can get an English dub or something. But at least watch this. But look, we enjoyed it. We had fun.
Yeah.
And that's our review of Alienoid 2022. And we'll catch you guys later. See you.